Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of our good game of Stellaris. We're going to be loading the last save game here that we had as the Digital Realm. We're going to carry on playing as the Digital Realm. And whilst that's loading, of course, my name is Sonelias, and welcome to the game. So, one of the situations we're facing at the moment is we are over a limit. Over the limit of actually the number of worlds that we can control. Now, one of the key things I had done in the last episode, I actually started sending armies towards these planets here. Because they are new acquisitions. Let's just collapse these for just a second. You should of course see that this one is actually en route. And this one's en route as well to the other system. Yeah, so I got two fleets that are basically en route here. Now, one of my worlds, at the moment as you will see here, I'm actually got some negative impacts because I've got too many colonized worlds. And I should of course deal with them in reality.
Evading hostile.
So which worlds am I going to go to first? So let's go to this world here. Well, let's actually do that on the map, maybe easier. So I've got a sector up here. And this particular sector here, I should be able to expand. So if I go to the sectors here, this is the northwest sector. I should just be able to click on manage. And then basically straight away I can assign a couple of these planets to here. Perfect. So we're down at 9 out of 9. Perfect. Not a problem anymore. So I can actually close this now. 9 out of 9 is a good number. Now, probably what I will do, I'll probably allocate another one of these worlds to that sector. Or maybe I basically allocate another one to the sector down below. I just need to see how things go. Anyways, non-aggression pact between two factors. Hold on, let's have a look at the parties that we got here. This is a new party here. Could potentially demand their vassalage, but yeah, okay. Let's first form a non-aggression pact with them. Let's see how that goes. What other party is there? It's these guys here. Okay, we haven't actually had too much luck with them, which is fine. So these guys have accepted it. I'll go back to them now. I can actually now demand their vassalage. So first, getting a non-aggression pact in place is quite key, and then getting their vassalage is quite helpful as well. Perfect, done. So they're all in my hands at the moment. I still got some issues here. So I got that ship still here. Question, of course, is do I want to basically deal with it or not? Now, I believe I got one of my fleets here already en route to it, so we're dealing with it. But yeah, it'll take a little while for that to finish. In the meantime, of course, we are performing various bits of research. One of those, of course, is going to extend or enhance the people's leaders, make them live longer and so forth. So what are we going to do next? We got some time to projects here, so let's actually go here. Let's look at our civilian ships, and as you can see I've got various different civilian ships here. I could potentially recruit another scientist for that ship. Let's do that. So research speed, computing increase, anomaly failure chance. Interesting, they both have got minus. So that one is discovery chance, this is the failure chance. So let's do the discovery chance. I quite like being able to discover stuff like that. So that's good. So let's first off go to that research project here, see what we can get from it. As such. So I've still got that one ship here. Like I said, we will be dealing with it. It is something that we just need to get done and dusted. In the meantime, let's actually have a look at the surface of these planets here. I should be able to build a robotic defense army here to start off with. It's a good start. Stop fleet presence. Unrest on this planet here. How many planets have I got unrest on? Just these two. This one should be relatively quickly resolved now. So as you can see, unrest 77.
In progress.
Let's land the armies here.
Engaged. Construction complete.
77 is now down to 0. Half-a-mere is silent in the days that follow. It's no small thing to hear that you are already dead. But in time, that silence becomes determined and almost reckless confidence. What was will be, what will be was. Okay. So let's go back there for just a second. Did I just deal with him or not? No, yeah, I have dealt with him. Okay. Looks like I have actually exterminated him. If that's how you want to put it. Spiraling pod. here, I can actually send this fleet to somewhere. Where do I want to send it? Do I want to basically reinforce it further? I could as well, but let's first start by actually looking at all the services here. As you can see, I've got various different buildings I can upgrade. So I'm actually issuing the relevant orders here on my planets to upgrade the various buildings. It will take, of course, a fair while to basically complete all those, but yeah, we have got time. There's no pressure there. Pretty confident there will be more than just these in terms of upgrades that we have to do. But that's fine. What have we got here? We've got the Wandering Forest Reserve, which is fine. Perfect. As you can see, there's lots of slaves here who are in unrest. This one's hydroponic farm ruined. Repair that. Anything else that's ruined? This one's ruined. Repair that as well. That one needs to be repaired. Repaired. Let's repair this one as well. Yep. So I'm basically going to be doing the various different bits of repairs to make sure, of course, that the planet is going to be relatively happy. So this planet here is still in unrest.
System survey
So the various different armies already on there, which is fine. I'm going to basically build an extra army there. Frigate. Okay, it's this one here, of course. I'm going to basically send this one into orbit around one of my own planets, if I can. Let's send it to this planet here, I guess. So look at that space station. It's pretty solidly built already. Increasing the game speed up to the maximum. Repairs completed, survey completed, etc. etc. This ship here, I should be able to send out on automated exploration as well. Got access to more systems now than I had before. Particularly since I got agreements with, or at least they're not blocking me from entering their realms. So that's the only planet that's still got unrest on there. Let's have a look at the armies that we got here. What's happening to my armies here? Let's move them into orbit here, and let's actually straight away land them here if I can. Ooh. Hypershields, interlinked support systems, and of course various different bits of research. Sweet. Sounds good. Right, we've got again various different bits here. What can I do next? Let's build another energy siphoning station there. Okay. Carrying on with the research. Game is running at the fastest pace possible.
Special project complete.
We've established that the escape pod was the kind of commercially available knockoff common in the previous phase of galactic civilizations. No new technology or other insights. The remains of the messenger, however, are another matter. It's some mistakenly an ancestor or a variant of the realm's species. Perhaps we have cousins out there. Or perhaps we were subjected to genetic manipulation by a precursor race. Lesibo Nywagia is requesting permission to conduct more extensive research. Let's fund the
Situation
research.
log
So
updated.
what we're going to do here, we're going to fund that research here. See what we can find out in there. 60 days, relatively short in the scale of things here.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, these guys are still one of my subjects. Frontier outposts are
Special
making me
project
suffer
complete.
somewhat. Okay. Lesibo, how we pronounce that, has constructed the messenger, or reconstructed the messenger. It's quite impressive worrying so. It seems to be considerably more robust and aggressive than our current edition. There's some confusion about whether we were the source species. In the messenger, the modified version at least, or rather the messenger was our ancestor. The Sibo Nugagi is currently of the former opinion that we were once much more of a warrior species and that some meddling precursor muzzled us genetically. Indeed, they consider the loss of our martial ability a tragedy. Such a tragedy that have undergone a retroviral treatment to alter their own physiology to that of the messenger. They insist that this will equip them much better to continue the project. Alright, that's a creative form of treason. Execute them, please. A creative form of treason. Execute them, please. Destroy their notes. Excellent idea. Get on with it then. Alright, let's see what we can actually get from that. That might actually lead to an uprising, but we'll see. So if I look at my demographics now...
System survey complete.
Droid, Digitalia, Tibran. Okay, actually, I kind of expected there to be yet another one in the meantime. I don't see that though. Okay. So we got 3 science ships working in conjunction with each other. We have, of course, I've got more planets, don't I? So if I look at my planet list here, I've got more space for more governors. Which of my worlds do I want to put another governor on? I think this one here. Just, yeah, well, I'm short by 1 governor.
Construction complete.
Let's recruit this one here, put it on the planet. Perfect.
Research complete.
Now I do... Did I still have a... Yeah, I've basically just founded a new colony, didn't I? This one here. Completed a research, kinetic battery. There's the bottom one here. Ooh, look at that. She has changed quite significantly, isn't it? Ooh, eager. She does look eager, doesn't she? Look at that skull that she's got. It's quite different. Anyways, let's go for the next item in the line. Let's go for the antimatter missiles, which should be a really, really quick one.
Construction complete.
So we're still working on basically building up this colony here. Like I said, it should really be a quick one.
System survey complete.
Probably what this will lead to as well is, of course, a state where, yeah, we'll have to basically go to grounds to be able to, of course, get anything done. Now, I have reached a point in here. Alright. Quite happy with that deal. Shorter people here. I can actually upgrade quite a number of these buildings, as you will see. So first I'll start by upgrading all the energy related buildings. And I think the queue will be full in just a minute. Slowly this population seems to be at least diminishing, if not dying off. Okay.
Construction complete.
If I look at this world here, there's still a little bit of uprising here. It's not massive, but it is still there. Let's construct a few more army units there. This one is properly in our hands now. Good. Okay. The surface we also see, of course, lots of buildings. There's a few more upgrades potentially possible. But let's have a look at this sector down here. This sector here is what we call the Far West. If I were to have a look at the Far West, is there anything I can do around enhancing or growing that sector by basically putting an extra planet into there? That's really the goal I've got in front of me. I don't seem to be able to do so, which is a bit of a pity. But if I were to go to the northwest sector, yeah, managing the northwest, I should be able to pick up an extra one, if not 2
Colony
extra
established.
ones. Which one am I going to take though? This is an outpost, so does that actually reduce my outpost cost? That's at the moment 4.5. So I'm assigning this one to there. What happens? It's down still to 4.5. Okay. Maybe that will update next month. That could of course be. Let's put Kraz into there because we were again overextended. Perfect. 4.5 it is. So let's close that sector.
Construction
Around that number here.
complete.
4.5 is basically deduction for the
Building growing.
outposts. It appears that this is not the first Digitalia settlement on this planet. A number of facilities and residents have been carefully mothballed, and with a little restoration, Will serve our new colony well, but all records have been erased. Possibly this was a smuggler port or a haven for political exiles. Excellent. Make arrangements for the restoration of the buildings. Or there's too good to be true. Demolish the buildings. Let's just restore them. Cool. That is amazingly cool. Start by clearing all of this extra stuff here. I know it's going to take a bit of time to basically get it all cleared, but consequentially you should of course also see that there will be some nice positives associated with that. Okay, so we're going to clear more of this stuff here. Q is pretty much full now, I reckon. I should be able to build a... Yeah, let's just build a food production facility here. Just in case, you never know. You might need it at some point or another. Now I do have this world here. There's the system of research here. Right, what else is next on our table? Let's have a look. This ship here. What else can I do around here? I don't think there's that much to do, really. I could as well just decommission this station here. Ah. Sibo Nega is now recreating the genetic heritage of the messenger species. Without stopping to ask anyone's opinion, they've also created highly contagious retroviral agents. It stalks our world. Under its influence, our primary species falls into crystalline coma and emerges a day later as the messenger species. This is causing, it is fair to say, some excitement. What was will be, what we will change. Okay, I think that's the route I want to take. As you can see, my own leader is, or character here, is already of that species. Spark of genius. Now I'm not sure if this has got anything to do with maybe being a cyborg. Okay. At least part cyborg. Finished a bit of research. Let's choose the next project to go for. Let's choose the one with, of course, the hull upgrade.
Construction complete.
Lots more upgrades available here, as you can see. Just putting orders in place to do all those upgrades.
Research complete.
Alright, further research completed. Sweet, this one here. And I think we had an interesting bit of technology here. The spiral feed power hub. Now what's the consequence? Significantly increase the power output on the planet using techniques with no place in conventional physics. Implications in nightmares and dreams of falling. Okay, happiness is reduced. Energy credit is significantly increased though. Okay. I don't think I want to go for that. Let's go for the hyper shields. Quite useful technology. Interesting abilities we have. Intelligence, thrifty, modifiers. Look at that. Look at the list of modifiers though. Habitability plus 20. Energy credit, ocean habitability, etc. etc. So a massive list of things we can go for. So if I were to basically go back to my... Let's go back to my other ships here. Anything else I can do with these guys here? I don't think there's anything at the moment I want to do with this. That's for sure. But I might actually want to build maybe another colony ship and go for some extra worlds. Yeah, why not? Why not? In the meantime, let's send this one over to my planet here. Let's go to this one here. Is there a planet nearby? There is one here. Let's send this ship into orbit. The ship here is also pretty much finished with whatever it should be doing. Now I could still build, of course, another wormhole station. Which is exactly what I'm doing here now. Building an extra wormhole station, getting a bit of extra transport options at my disposal. Right. Let's go to this system here, another wormhole station. Okay, two nations declare war upon each other. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's the consequence of all of this.
Incoming transmission. System survey complete.
Okay. More trade deals. Our settlers were initially happy to make use of the buildings on Patriam Prime. Their existing jump started the colony, but now they've grown nervous. There are rumors that the buildings may still have occupants, or rather security systems, although no evidence of either has been found. Some colonists insist, enigmatically, that there are shadows in the walls. Okay. Interesting. Look at that one though here. That's a massive empire, isn't it? The Pellissimus Star Regime. Let's just speak to those traders here in the meantime. Or what can we do here with these guys here? Aiding our research. What does this get me actually? Okay, so it seems to be a one-off investment, but it then gives me a benefit in terms of curator insight, which is one way of basically doing things. Can I recruit one of their scientists? They need a... what do I need? I need leader slots to be free. Yes, makes sense. That absolutely makes sense.
Construction complete.
I do, of course, have another slot with these traders here. Spice, Regan spice. Okay, I'd like to trade for minerals. Let's do this in big tranches, so at least I get that relatively quickly. Which should, of course, allow me again to basically build more ships if I wanted to. Ooh, look at that. All these people on the planet, they look different already. Interesting. Let's go through all the buildings here as well. Can I upgrade any more? There's one or two buildings you still come across that are old design apparently. Okay, further upgrades are being done. As you can see, that should actually give me a boost in terms of some of the research I'm doing. Here, yep, there's slightly more to be done here. Plus, of course, back on our home world of Farah, we will also see further bits happening. Alright, what have we got here? This one. If I were to replace this, what can I replace it with? I can, of course, replace this with one of those new buildings I was hoping. I don't seem to have that on my list, any of the interesting buildings. But okay. There are various bits and possibilities still at our disposal. Again, and looking at the clock, it might be just about time for us to call it a day. I think in the near future we do need to do something about these Pellissimus Star Regime guys to contain them a bit further.
Incoming transmission.
These guys here. What's the realm? What is this guy here doing? I don't really like us, unfortunately, but yeah, it's not always that people will have to like you. Is that a full empire? I think so. Yeah, it is a full empire. Anyways, like I said, we're going to basically save away the game, and we're going to carry on with this in the next episode. In the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.